me, folks. Bear with me. I have a lot to say. It's John Pettipas. Welcome back for Saturday morning, which is 25 minutes before 8 o'clock in the morning, the 30th day of April, 2022. I got a text this morning as part of a group, and the writer asked, did you see the price of diesel? And I just text back that writer, and no doubt the writer was very sincere. You see the price of diesel, and the price of diesel in those provinces went up 8 cents yesterday, Nova Scotia, where I'm recording from. It's at $2.37, which is a record high. It's only several weeks ago broke the $2 mark. Never before. Now it's at $2.37. And so I text the guy back, and I said, did you see the oil pipelines canceled by Joe Biden and Justin Trudeau? Keystone XL, one of the big ones in the West Coast, East Coast pipeline, Energy East, that was cancelled. You take a Trudeau one, he wants the Mountain one because it goes to a little special constituency, and I'm all in favour of Trans Mountain Pipeline through BC. That's wonderful. But they cancel the one going to Energy East. Oh, can't offend Quebec. So I see the President of the United States, for the time being, Sleepy Joe, cancel the first day in office, Sleepy Joe. All the Trump haters love Joe Biden. Cancel the Keystone XL pipeline extension. I see your beloved pot-permitting, smoking Prime Minister of Canada, your lovely pot-permitting, smoking Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau. Okay, cancel pipeline, this country badly need it. And just a few days ago, we see that environmentalist, current Minister of Natural Resources, in the House of Commons, put a further 10-year moratorium on oil exploration on the Browns Bank off in Nova Scotia. And the guy's name is John Wilkinson. And I also say, terrible Timothy, oh, you Tory truckers and fishermen, I see terrible Timothy. Tory Houston, the guy's name is Tory Houston. He's the Minister of Natural Resources of Nova Scotia from up in Cumberland County. Tory Houston proudly concurred that no, we will not have promising areas like Browns Bank have oil exploration. And so it's not what they want. And so I also say this morning, let's look at the facts. This is today, Saturday, April 30th, 2022, the price of oil. The price of a barrel of oil went down by 67 cents yesterday. The price of a barrel of oil got a black mark to it, black marker and arrow to it, of $104.69. $104.69. And I also not only see, so the price of oil was down yesterday, $105 for argument's sake. I very clearly remember in late spring of 2008, early summer 2008, which is almost 14 years ago now, the price of a barrel of oil went to $147 a barrel. It hovered at $140 a barrel, but it intraday went to $147 a barrel. So at that time, the most contractors had ever paid in their life for diesel was something like $1.50 a litre. So $1.50 a litre in oil was $147 a barrel. And for an extended period, that spring and early summer of 2008, diesel was about $1.50 a litre. And oil was at almost hugging $150 a barrel as well. It was $140 to $147 a barrel. Now, today, oil, so that's last night, oil markets are shut this morning, is $105 a barrel. So I say, as long as you love Sleepy Joe and Kamala Harris and AOC, you love the curly-headed, pot-smoking, permitting Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, you have terrible Timothy for Premier Nova Scotia. He's a PC. He said he's not a Conservative, he's PC. You represent Cumberland County by Tory Rushton, Minister of Natural Resources, cancels promising. It's supply and demand, people. And there's one more big thing. Taxes. That's a huge item as well. So it's the world is producing less oil till we consume. It's supply and demand. If you went to the auction in Truro and were buying cattle at Murray Siding, and they said we need every breeding the bred cow, and we need every little calf, and we need as much steers for a hamburger, and there's a shortage, and the price goes up. If you were in hell and the water was scarce, and somebody comes along with a case of water, money's no object. You put the price up. Well, what oil is to the economic system we all enjoy: lights, heat, newspaper, plastic, the whole thing. Oil is an integral part of that system, and we will need it for years and decades to come. Despite all the people tell you all these other solutions, they're long. Green is not years away. It's decades away, people. So I see too. The writer said, "You see the price of diesel?" Well, I'm going to shock you good. Something shocking good. I see diesel later this year with a tree in front of it. You say, what the fuck is Pettipas talking about? If the price of a barrel of oil, and it's right here in black and white, is $105, and it's feeling with the shortage of oil and so on, that because of under exploration. Oh, I also see, by the way, just very close to me, famous actor and a special interest group. They go and protest fracking. No fracking. It's sacred holy waters. No, please, no fracking in the sacred holy waters from Spirit God. No. And I also read the article. I wasn't there to see it. I read the article in the same paper, and the reporter made the interesting comment. This protest took place several years ago, but in the last memorable time, last 8 years or so, and he was amazed at the big gas-guzzling SUV driven by the famous actor that doesn't live very far from me, and the special interest group. Big diesel. Whoa. Big diesel. Great Spirit God. He say we must drive big gas diesel, a big diesel guzzling truck to get to protest. Oh, yes. So, and I see Prince Charlie there, and I see guy out in Vancouver, curly-headed guy that loves to eat lobsters, hey, David Suzuki, and I see Senator Special Envoy now on Environment, okay, John, what's-his-face, that used to be senator from Massachusetts, okay, flying everywhere in private jets, lecturing people on carbon footprints, and there's no hypocrisy from the environmentalists. So, but I will wrap this up. I do see when the price of oil peaks later this year, I don't have no, some remarks go to $180. If oil goes back, which it may well to $150 a barrel, I can easily see gasoline at $2.50, $2.60 a liter, and I definitely see diesel at $3 something a liter. And I don't wish that. It's terrible. It's awful. There's people being laid off because of this. There's older and working families and people doing their best being hurt by the price of a barrel of oil. And it's just very hard on many people. That's not what I want to see, but I'm telling you the way it is. As long as you love Joe Biden, as long as you elect terrible Timothy and spineless other ones, as long as you have the pot-smoking, permitting Prime Minister in Ottawa, and somebody stands up to these special interest groups, you will pay more. So the guy that sent me a text this morning, I read it, I commented it, and I see continuing high oil prices. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. If you have several million barrels of oil, new production, all oil wells decline, you've got to keep drilling more. So if you're not going to be allowed to drill, and you're already the oil markets in deficit by several million, and you have people liking to fly point A to point B and drive point A to point B. So it's supply and demand. Unless you can break the market system, you could do like Cuba or Venezuela, where oil production's plunged, or something like that. But I don't think you want to live in Cuba. I don't think you want to live in Venezuela. North Korea doesn't have a particularly big carbon footprint. They tell me you go by satellites, you look at satellite pictures you can obtain on the internet apparently, and North Korea looks dark compared to South Korea because they have so little lights and the poor people are freezing and starving to death. So if you want your modern way of life, it's the cost that, you know, the It's the taxes. Nobody benefits more when oil prices go up till the government of the United States, of Joe Biden, that claims he hates oil, wants to get a carbon-free economy. Timothy Houston does wonderful when the price of oil goes up. Look at your provincial budget. Okay? Alan McMaster just listen. Bring it on, boys! Bring it on! It's more money. Okay? Justin Trudeau loves high oil prices. Nobody benefits more from high oil prices than greedy governments with the taxes. And the taxes on oil, diesel, which was the theme of the guy's text this morning to me, it was a worthwhile, credible. I thank him for sending it. Nobody profits more from high diesel prices, and it's just hurting atrociously so many people. Forestry and trucking and people that work very hard. I didn't say fishing. Forestry and trucking. Okay, the fishing, shell fishing area in this area I'm in is just an area of extended greed. They're not smoking marijuana. They're on cocaine or something. They're in ecstasy. They're in a high. You can't even talk to them. They're in a high. Crab is high and it's going higher. Lobster's high, it's going higher. Yes, I can see this when people are paying $2.30, $2.37 for diesel, and gasoline is about, I think it's $1.80 one yesterday in this area, and a few cents more in other areas, so it's almost hugging $2. Everybody's going to want to go buy lobsters and crab. I can just see that, but what do I know? I'm too illogical. What do I know? They want to help the fishermen out. We don't care if we pay $12 or $20 for crab. We got to have it. It's like sex and Friday. Got to have it. That's just a little side story. That should be a separate video. But anyway, nobody promises, nobody profits more from high oil prices than your federal government in America, your provincial governments in Canada, like Nova Scotia, Matt, and your federal government. The taxes that are paid on your oil is huge. It's huge. And with that, I got to go. Thank you very much. All the best. God bless. Share this video far and wide and get a good breakfast yourself. Thank you. There's one solution to high oil prices, and it's more oil. That's the one solution to high oil prices. Is more oil. Simple as that. And the NDP and the Socialists and the Greens and the PCs in Nova Scotia govern like their NDP. And all these ones, there's only one solution to high oil prices. It's more oil. Simple as that, folks. Gotta go. Thank you.